to another Real Talk reaction. This one is for Parks and Rec, Season 4, Episode number 4.
Yes, we have a couple comments to feature from the last episode, Episode 3, with DelGuy03 coming through first, saying, great reaction to the many great moments, and let's not forget the opening scene with Leslie being interviewed on NPR.
Yeah.
The soft-spoken host was Dan Castellaneta, the voice of Homer Simpson.
Oh.
Very cool fact.
Oh, yeah. The one who was talking to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You knew that?
Yeah, I know his face, yeah.
Executive producer Lasith came through to say this was an excellent episode and everyone did a great job. Poor Jerry missed his daughter's birthday and I actually forgot about him until the last scene.
Everybody did.
Everybody did. We're like, oh yeah, he's been out doing stuff.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm getting right back out there.
Also, Anne, Ron, and April scenes were hilarious, and I'm looking forward to that combination later on. Also, you guys mentioned the Obama birth certificate being the inspiration for this episode. If that was true, I commend the writers for incorporating this because at that time, that whole ordeal was embarrassing and in international news, but after Trump, that's not even news.
Yeah. Small potatoes.
Oh, jeez.
Small
Also,
potatoes.
yay! Happy New Year, 2021. Should be better. Also, Leslie finding out about her true birthplace was hilarious as she did a brilliant job to convert the loss to win, and at this rate, she's going to win this election.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the next one.
Who's she running against, though? She running against anybody?
They haven't announced it yet.
They ain't gave her nobody yet.
Melanie comes through to say, such a great episode. I love that Eagleton's records department is in what looks like a castle.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that the hospital was infested and that's why they had to go to Eagleton cracks me up. I thought it was a sweet how Anne was trying so hard to get a conversation going with April and Ron. I swear those two are 10 for 10 characters. 100% agree.
Yeah.
The line that always gets me is when Joan says she's going to go powder her nose, amongst other places, if you know what I mean. And as she leaves, Ben leans over and goes, is she going to powder her vagina? Like, what are these other places? That always makes me crack up because he looks so sincere. I'm really excited for the next episode. It's a top tier episode. Looking forward to the reaction. Alright, thank you guys as always for those comments. That makes me relive those funny moments and I appreciate it. Let's get to 4-4 right now.
I don't have an egg, so I couldn't.
Well, if you do this, you can do this.
You got 2 eggs.
I got an egg, so I don't know how to make egg sounds with my fingers.
If you can do this.
For the last 3 years, I have served as troop leader of the Pawnee Rangers. This is our handbook.
Be a man.
Okay, it's time to give out the badges. Let's see. Flyest hairstyle. And Anne gets the badge for second flyest hairstyle.
Oh, I wasn't competing for that.
I'll say. 5 years ago,
I'll
a
say.
lucky 5th grader wanted to join the Pawnee Rangers. But their executive council said what obnoxious jerks always say. No, this is males only. Go start your own club. She couldn't. So I did. We're called the Pawnee Goddesses, and we're freaking awesome. Hey,
We're freaking
Ron,
awesome.
What club do you think is better, yours or mine? Be distracted by losers. Say my club is better, Ron. Say it. My club is better. Say it. Come on, say it's better. Say it. Say it's better. Say my club is better. Say it. Give it up. Whose club is better? Mine. Say it. You know it. Say it.
On principle, I never say anything that another person is obviously trying to get me to say.
Oh, principle.
My first wedding ceremony took 2 hours because
Wow.
after the priest said, repeat after me,
We'll work at our own speed.
Oh, really? Well, I kind of need you to do it at my speed.
Fine, I'll do them. What is wrong with you today? Did they cancel Game of Thrones?
Nothing is wrong. Just do your job.
Ooh, Ben is in a mood.
They would never cancel Game of Thrones. It's a crossover hit. It's not just for fantasy enthusiasts. They're telling human stories in a fantasy world.
sheet. The most versatile object known to man. It can be used to make tents, backpacks, shoes, stretchers, sails, tarpaulins, and I suppose in the most dire of circumstances, it can be a surface on which to make art.
What's the second gift?
The second gift is the box itself. You have 10 minutes to assemble a shelter using only your 2 gifts.
Oh boy, I was making some courthouse dolls for everyone, but they kind of turned out wrong, so they look like monsters. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna put that over there in the fire.
Over there.
Well, Anne's keeping it warm.
In the fire.
And that's important. April. What was your craft?
I drew something on my arm. It's a pioneer girl watching her grandmother get trampled by buffalo. Yeah, this right here is all the blood coming out of her face.
This is a
Face.
Oh, this is our thing.
He really seems like he could use a day off. He's like a skinny little rubber band that's about to snap in half.
Exactly. He doesn't know how to relax. Donna, you and I are relaxation professionals. There's no way Ben can slow down enough to keep up with us.
Slow down enough to keep up with us?
It's a 1 day a year. I allow myself to be selfish.
Ooh, cupcakes.
Those
One
are all
day
for
a year.
me, Jerry.
This
Those
homemade
are all for
bulgogi
me,
is so
Jerry.
delicious, Kayla. This is the best Korean food I've ever had. I would say it's almost as good as lukewarm beans from a...
Jerry! Oh, everybody must be at Rangers Weekend.
You know, I actually was a ranger for 12
That's
years.
wonderful. Maybe
That's
you should
wonderful.
take the day off. You know, rest is very important. Did you know that lab rats who are deprived of rest grow tumors all over their bodies? You should Google it. It's horrifying.
Thank you. Yes, you know, I'm going to go have lunch with my daughter. You know, Chris, if you wanted, you know, you should join us for lunch. My daughter, she's really sweet.
I would love to, Jerry, but I'm afraid that I am busy. I've got to run. Google those rat tumors.
Google all the retros.
Even Chris will entertain Jerry, babe.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Is
Look
he
at
eating
this.
soup on a bench alone?
On the bench.
Tom,
Fine.
This is gonna
Tom.
be great.
come on, rubber band. Come with us. What? No arguing.
That soup up on my side.
I don't like the Rangers anymore. I want to become a Pawnee goddess.
My club is a
I did it.
club. I would give myself a merit badge that says best club founder, but I don't have one. So I'm going to give myself prettiest eyes as a placeholder. I secretly always wanted this badge, so it works out great.
You were defecting?
I like you, Mr. Swanson. It's just, all we do is sit in silence and eat beans.
Those beans were a reward.
Well,
For
see, the
sitting in
thing is,
silence.
this club is for girls only. Maybe you should start your own club for boys.
Get back to your canvas box. We'll discuss this no
Your
further.
canvas
And I'll
box.
thank you to keep the ruckus down so my boys can focus on solitude.
I'm sorry, Darren.
Let's go.
So, treat yourself day is just a day where you go to the spa.
I say she looks like my wife, Gail. And Gail agrees. So, anyway, we were going to go to lunch. So,
I retroactively accept your original offer.
No, he thinks
Let's
she's
go.
gorgeous.
Ladies,
I
I just wanted to
retroactively
thank you
accept.
for not cheering when I sent Darren away.
Ms. Nope, wasn't Darren just asking for the same equality that you and the goddesses wanted 5 years ago?
In a sense, but it's a little bit more complicated.
Wasn't your answer the very same thing that the Ranger Council said to you? Stick to your own kind?
Who wants?
Things you like to take your mind off the needles, okay? Accounting. Trigonometry. Stamps probably.
Stamps, right.
Help me. Help me.
There is nothing that I like more than riding
Stamps
for charity.
probably.
Well, last summer I did a 50-mile bike ride for the Red Cross.
yes, you did.
Nelson Kirkish. Biking for charity is literally one of my interests on Facebook.
Most powerful Pawnee Rangers and let them into our clearly superior organization. Ron, your opening statement.
Be a man.
Right.
This forum, like all public forums, is a waste of time. Thank you.
Like
Powerful
all
stuff.
public forums.
Okay, let's open up the floor.
Well, candy.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
This is insane.
Jerry,
Treat yourself.
Of course.
I had an amazing lunch. I've already passed the kale salad I had. But even better, your daughter was delightful company. Now, I don't want to put you in an awkward position, but
You would like to date my daughter.
yes, but you are her father, and that is a sacred thing. I would like to spend the next 2 to 4 days with you so you can get to know me better, to find out if I'm the
You
kind of
gotta
person
do
who's
all
good
that.
enough for your daughter. Then you can come with us on our first 3 to 6 days.
Chris, I appreciate the gesture. It's very nice. But Billy,
Our version of Treat Yourself Day, and he needs to do his version.
What are you talking about?
Why, if you could put big money on one thing, not soft money, what would it be?
Wow.
Oh my god! This is a whole new level of nerd.
You're right. This is ridiculous. What am I doing?
Wait,
Treat yourself.
I mean that in a good way, Ben. Listen to me. You're part of the Treat Yourself team now, okay? If that costume somehow makes you happy, you're gonna buy it. You're gonna wear it out of the store, okay? You're gonna treat yourself.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna treat myself. Thanks, you guys.
Congratulations, you are now goddesses.
Oh my God!
Have yourselves a puppy party.
And candy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. You have to go talk to Ryan. He's gonna tell me I have the best.
Hey, can I sit down? Look, I didn't mean for this to happen. I have a lot of respect for the Pawnee Rangers, even if they were jerks 5 years ago.
What's wrong? Out with it.
Look at these
I
motherfuckers.
was seeing a woman for a while, and then we stopped seeing each other pretty recently.
That's why you've been off your game.
Sorry, dog.
You're sitting in the mall with Ben in a Batman
Chicken
suit.
heads everywhere, Ben. Chicken heads all
And
over.
that
Chicken
thing
heads,
is
just
small.
chicken heads everywhere.
You're gonna be
Squeeze the
great.
shit out of his
You know what?
eyes.
Why don't you let it out? Treat yourself to a good cry. One question though.
Yeah?
Why?
Come on, come do that thing where you catch them on with your hands. I've seen him do it. It's incredible. Ron, come on. We need you to help us have fun.
First annual Leslie No Remote Control Speedboat Race! See you Monday.
See you Monday.
Jerry?
Where did you come from?
Listen, as I said earlier, I want to keep everything above board in regards to my relationship.
What are you doing here?
We're here for the club.
That was last week.
Yeah, it's us today.
Bad.
What did Leslie do?
Are you tough as nails? Would you rather sleep on a bed of pine needles than a mattress? Do you find video games pointless and shopping malls stupid? Do you march to the beat of your own drummer? Did you make the drum yourself?
This will be no fun at all.
This should be no fun at all.
The internet's not working.
Ben!
We need your help.
Guys, I've told you how to do it. You just unplug the router and then you plug it back in again. Guess I'll do it.
Treat yourself.
Still not working.
Well, give it a minute. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
give it a minute. You know, come on.
Okay, it's working.
Thanks, Batman. See it.
He kept on all day.
He's treating himself, man.
Alright, that was episode 4. 4. See that? I made an X, babe.
You made one.
Good job.
You
Yeah.
have it in your arsenal
I have
of
it.
skills.
I have it to do it. That was a good episode, man. A really, really good episode. I love the separation of church, state. No, I'm playing. I love the separation of the characters and putting them over there. Letting them all interact. We gave Jerry a little bit more time on there. We gave Donna a little bit more time on there. I love that they teamed them up with, Ben and Chris. All of that was just great. And then, of course, with Ron and Leslie, they always good together. Always, always good together. So this was a really good episode. Had some really good funny moments, and it was really heartfelt too at the end. Leslie always come through for Ron, and vice versa, the other way around. So it just makes for a really great time, and I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, so I'll speak about all of it was my favorite, but I'm going to start with my least favorite to my favorite. Having Chris date Jerry's daughter is literally the most hilarious thing to me ever. Like, just the fact that, like, Jerry, and it's so funny because Chris was totally blowing Jerry off, and Chris doesn't blow anybody off. So the fact that he was blowing Jerry off just plays so much into Jerry's, stink character that everyone just gives no craps about Jerry. And then to flip it and have him date it, I just thought that was such genius writing. I absolutely adored it. So smart and clever.
And then for Jerry to even be like, getting a little bit annoyed, like, I don't need to know all of these.
I love, like, this is not how dating typically works. Like, and like, so Jerry had like I don't know, I just thought it was fantastic.
Jerry had some emotion. Right
and then my second favorite of the episode was definitely the team up with Donna, Tom, and Ben. I absolutely adored that. I love so much too. They recognized that Ben is going through something, because I got really nervous for a minute. I was like, oh, are they trying to say he's about to leave? Because I don't want him to leave the show. He brings so much to the show, even without dating Leslie. And I love the fact that there was a treat yourself episode, and having been in a Batman suit, greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. I can't stop cheesing. I thought it was fantastic, and for Tom to Tom and Donna to lean into it, especially Tom using the Joker reference. Golden, comedic gold.
So serious.
I loved it so much. And then my number one favorite, simply because Ron and Leslie nearly made me cry yet again because their friendship is just golden. I already loved them competing against each other. It kind of reminded me of the episode when they had the guns, when they were doing the hunting episode, which I liked them pairing off against each other too. But have it to where we already knew Leslie was going to overcommit. I love the fact that all of her girls were like little mini Leslies. I loved all of those aspects. I thought that was fantastic. But to have it come full around to where Leslie created a new Swanson squad or team, whatever you want to call it. I literally nearly had a tear fall down my face. That was so sweet. I loved it so much because there are people that we've already seen that Ron connected with that other little girl before, so he does have things that kids can definitely connect with, and Leslie recognized that, and all the feels. So, solid episode, definitely one of my favorites. I loved it.
Did you have any least favorites?
No, all of it I liked.
Oh, okay.
No, I was going ranking in my lowest favorite to my favorite. All of them were favorites.
Okay. All right. Well, look. Thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Parks and Rec season 4, episode number 4. And until next time, people. Peace.